brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Your 2026 Carolina Panthers.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
To the sideline and incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing, Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. Ooh, with a juke. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Seriously? Is that even a play?
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From the shotgun, it's Young. A quick throw there is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
36-yard line.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Young will set to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 3rd down and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Young from the shotgun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On play action, Young. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Looking to throw, Young. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Xavier Smith deep for L.A. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
1st down, Rams.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Adams the man in motion right. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Game, offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again at Stafford. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Rams first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 18.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
46-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the run, it's Dowdle. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Young. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Sam Martin in punt formation for Carolina.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Rams ready to go on offense. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Stafford's pass, intended for Puka Nacua, incomplete. Nick Scott on the coverage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Ethan Evans now. That's taken on the 25. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Young quickly to the flat. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
In motion comes the tight end left. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Young. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A running play, it's Dowdle. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Young. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on third down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Now Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Stafford. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now Young. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Young now. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They run here with Dowdle. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. They run again with Dowdle. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Young takes it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, the quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Defensively, Puna Ford with a tackle there.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Young off the play fake. Got a man. That's Leggett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards to pick up there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This now a 3rd and 4. Young working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dowdle will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Rico Dowdle taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Stafford. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
2nd down and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Young now from the 50. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw, Young. He'll try to pick it up himself. Oh, Young loses it. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They start the second half here with Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To the inside, this is Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Rams.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the 50, it's Stafford. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
It's a gain of 18. And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO, what's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, the quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. Throwing right in, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Young will set to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
22-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Stafford now to throw. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
brings up 3rd and 8.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Emmanuel Forbes on the coverage.
On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. But they'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. They'll hand it off now, Williams. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle headed back onto the field. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, it's Young. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
To try here for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And at this stage, in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In motion, the tight end. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. A quick throw there is incomplete.
For number 19. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Stafford. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Stafford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
16.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Panthers
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
Rams 17.
So he took that one at the 6, returned it all the way to the end zone. An electric return it was, 94 yards to the house. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
For number 19, incomplete. Nick Scott on the coverage.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Stafford. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Looking to put a drive together. Following the interception, Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got this down to the 35. 70 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 26. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Young takes it on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a 1st down. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll try to throw now. Young got a man. That's Leggett. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant.
At the 14-yard
That time
line.
on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And his throw is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Back to throw, Stafford. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
To the air again, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Young. And this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. third down, Young from the gun. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Pass complete there to Nakua. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Stafford. And to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force the incompletion there.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.